with us is the greatest golf player in the world, Annika Sorenstam.
Yep, correct. Yes,
I got that right. And we're at the Thurman Munson event. Tell me a little bit about what this means to you.
Well, I'm super excited to be here. Honored to be recognized this evening, and this quite impressive award winners tonight. So I'm very humbled to be here, but also obviously be associated with an organization now that gives back to people with disabilities, trying to enrich their lives. So I feel very fortunate to be here and be able to help out in a small little way.
And she is receiving an award and also for her own community service. So do you want to talk about your organization?
Yeah, so I started my own foundation 14 years ago. It's called Annika Foundation, and we provide playing opportunities for young girls around the world. Try to inspire them to live their dream, kind of like what I did within the game of golf. So, the last 14 years we have, I want to say over 7,000 girls have participated in our events. We have from over 60 different countries and giving back millions to the game to just inspire young girls to pick up a club. And, it's exciting to see that more girls are playing the game of golf than ever, which is exciting, but we're going to continue to do that. I mean, obviously the goal is to get to 50-50, 50% boys and 50% girls. So just continue with the different initiatives to, again, to have the girls come out there, meet other girls, and just enjoy this game because it's a game for life.
Now, I thought I was reading when I was sort of researching you a little bit that you started out with tennis maybe and then you went over to golf. Now why did you do that?
Yeah, it's true. Actually, I grew up, I played all kinds of sports growing up. I'm from Stockholm, Sweden, so you can imagine Swedes, everybody do some skiing. So downhill skiing was part of, one of my passions. But I did compete in tennis for 8 years. And then everybody that I played against realized that my backhand wasn't very good. So eventually I said, you know what, maybe I should do something else. Started to pick up the game of golf at the age of 12. And then at 16, I decided to focus on one sport, and that was golf. And sure happy I did.
When you were talking up on stage, and you're still golfing somewhat now, you said the physicalness. Now, is golf a very physical game?
Well, I mean, I think, if you compare what's out there, I mean, yeah, we don't run around, we don't lift a lot of weights, but it is physical as far as just, the swing and the motion and the practice that you put in. And, when I was competing at my peak, I mean, it was, 8 hours a day, and it was just something that I almost took for granted and just did, and I was used to it. But now at the age of 52, it's not as easy as I thought it would be. But it's also a mental sport. I mean, golf is, they say the longest distance in golf is between your ears. It's all about attitude, it's all about approach and trusting yourself. And so now I got to rely on experiences because I feel like my body physically can't handle as much as it used to. And, all the pounding of golf balls and swinging and emotion a certain way.
And it's always on beautiful terrain.
It is. I mean, I'm lucky. I have a sport that I can be outside, and every course is always very different. I've been lucky to travel around the world and see different courses, and whether it's a park course, a seaside court, a links course, or who knows? Playing golf in Arizona is very different than playing golf here in New York. So, yeah, I've been lucky to do that, and that's one of the reasons why I want to get back to the game of golf, because golf has been so generous to me. So I want to help others to be able to achieve their dreams.
And how do you get better, girls, women, at the sport of golf? Is it just the practice?
Practice, discipline. But I think anybody who just want to enjoy the game is go out there and have a good time. A lot of people, I think, get too focused on the score and the different shots. And, it's a social sport, too. Go out there with your friends and having a good time on a Saturday afternoon, or your family. I mean, I go out and play with our son. He's 11, and our daughter is 13. She would go once in a while with us, but also with my parents. My dad is 82, and we can play together. So we're talking about 3 generations. I can't think of another sport that you can do that. So that's we cherish those moments.
I have to tell you, my little niece, she's 7, was Little Miss Putt-Putt.
Well, that's great. It's a great way to introduce young kids to the sport. Yeah.
She just loves saying it. I'm Little Miss Putt-Putt. She had a little crown, and she got to wave to everybody, and
Well, that's awesome. I think, different ways to get into the sport is so important. And, putt-putt is fun. I mean, it's something that maybe you don't have to spend too much practicing, but you can out there have a good time.
Do you think the courses should be shortened at all, or full the difference between a half course and a full course?
Well, I mean, I think if you're starting out, I mean, make sure you pick the appropriate tees. I mean, a lot of courses will have different type of tees. I mean, The back tees is obviously for people that play a lot and hit it long ways, but I mean, as beginner, they have, I think beginner's tees or forward tees, there are a lot of different names for it. And then, 18 holes is not always the solution. Go out there 3 holes, 4 holes, maybe 6 or 9, and just because a lot of people have, time restraints, and just go out there for a little bit is always a good start.
Oh, you can do that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And just give out a word of encouragement to everyone for golf.
Yeah, well, you got to pick up a club once, give it a try. I'm telling you, it would change your life. You meet a lot of great people, and you can be outside, and it's a physical activity too. Think about walking, and it's good for your heart.
Thank you.
Yeah.